Diesel engine can destroy itself in minutes without oil. No fire, no warning lights, just metal grinding metal until something lets go. Maybe that's what happened to this guy. He looks so sad. Poor guy. Anyways, today we're breaking down diesel engine oil and lubrication systems. What oil really does, how the system works, and why proper lubrication is the difference between an engine that can last 25 years and one that doesn't last a season. If you're new to diesel mechanics or training to become one, this system touches everything: bearings, pistons, turbochargers, camshafts, and valve train components. But if oil is just slippery liquid, then why do diesel engines need so much of it, and why are oil specs so strict? Well, let's start at the beginning. Most people think oil only has one job, and that's to reduce friction. While that is true, it's only one part of the story, because oil actually has five major jobs in a diesel engine. Number one is lubrication. Oil creates a thin film between the moving parts, like crankshaft journals and bearings, so metal never directly touches metal. This oil film is often thinner than a human hair, but it supports thousands of pounds of force. Number two is it helps with cooling. Oil carries heat away from the pistons, the bearings, and the turbocharger shafts. In some engines, oil spray jets cool the underside of pistons with something called piston cooling nozzles. Number three, it helps with cleaning. Oil suspends soot, carbon, and metal particles, and then it carries all of these things to the oil filter. Diesel engines produce way more soot than gas engines, so oil cleanliness matters a lot more. Number four is sealing. Oil helps seal the piston rings to cylinder walls and bearings under pressure. Better sealing equals better compression, which equals more power. Number five, it helps with corrosion protection. Oil additives help neutralize acids formed during combustion, especially important in diesel engines. But all oils are not created equal. You cannot treat diesel oil like gasoline oil. Key differences include higher detergent levels, better soot handling, and stronger anti-wear additives. Diesel engines run higher compression, heavy loads, and long hours. That's why diesel oil has industry standards like CK4 and FA4, but always be sure to use the correct oil recommended by the engine manufacturer to avoid compatibility issues. Let's have a quick walkthrough of the lubrication system step by step, starting with the oil pan or sump. This is the oil reservoir at the bottom of the engine. Its job is to store oil, allow that oil to cool, and let some contaminants settle temporarily. The oil dipstick measures the amount of oil in the sump, but if the oil level is too low, the oil pump sucks air. If the oil level is too high, the oil can aerate and foam. Both scenarios are bad, and why oil level is so important. But in the oil pan, there's a pickup tube and a screen. Oil is drawn from the pan through a pickup tube with that screen, and it's drawn out of that pan by the oil pump, which is the heart of the system. Most diesel engine oil pumps are gear pumps or rotor pumps. But the pump isn't actually what creates pressure, however. It's the resistance in the system that does. The pump produces the flow, and the pressure results from meeting resistance throughout the engine. There's also a pressure relief valve, and its job is to prevent excessive pressure at cold starts. Without it, you could have blown filters, seal damage, or oil leaks everywhere. Of course, there's also an oil filter or filters to help keep the oil clean. Filters remove some of that soot, dirt, and metal debris that we talked about earlier. And diesel filters also often include bypass valves. Do you rather have dirty oil or no oil while the engine is running? That's why bypass valves exist, to keep oil flowing if the filter plugs. The engine block and cylinder head also have oil galleries. Oil flows through gilled passages to crankshaft main bearings, connecting rod bearings, camshaft bearings, the valve train, along with the turbocharger. From there, the oil drains back to the pan by gravity. Now let's talk about some real-world oil problems such as oil starvation. This can be caused by a low oil level, clogged pickup tube, or a failed oil pump. Results can be catastrophic in a hurry and may include spun bearings or a scored crankshaft. Diesel oil can also have contamination. This can be caused by fuel dilution, coolant leaks, or excessive soot. There's been a big push lately by manufacturers to extend oil change intervals. But by now, you can likely see that longer intervals aren't always better. The additives deplete, acids may build up, and wear accelerates, especially in heavy duty or extreme duty applications such as stop and go duty or in cold climates. Let's touch on another major lubrication point, which is oil pressure versus oil flow. Oil pressure is measured in psi, and it is a byproduct of the oil flow meeting resistance. The oil flow is the volume of oil moving, and it does the actual lubrication of the engine components. But here's the thing: you can have good pressure but poor flow, or you can have poor pressure but adequate flow. A restricted oil gallery can show a high pressure oil reading but starve components downstream. So by now you can see how diesel engine oil reduces friction, cools components, cleans soot, seals clearances, and protects against corrosion. The lubrication system's job is to move oil, filter it, regulate pressure, and keep the engine alive. And since you now know that engine oil helps with engine cooling, Watch this video next to learn about another major system that helps keep the engine cool.